Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Amity training webinar, Design and Automate Emails with Amity. This is a comprehensive introduction to the email capabilities within Amity. We're going to focus today on creating email signatures, creating email templates, and end up with some fancy, nice-looking templates you can create with Amity, and then we in the future we will cover some of the really advanced capabilities in the Amity templates. Just want to let everyone know that if you have a question that you want to ask, or there's the Q&A button in your Zoom widget, and so you can ask me questions there, and always it's best to answer your questions rather than cover my material. So that's if you have something that you want me to cover, please let me know there. Okay, so let's dive in. So first, just to get everyone located. Today we're operating in the settings email templates section of the Amity application, and inside the email template section there are 3 tabs. So the middle tab is the customers tab, and this is where you can create templates for sending emails to your customers. The team members tab, this is where you can create email templates to send internally, and there are very slight differences between an internal email and an external email, just in the information you have available to send. And then you can also create a email signature. So here you can see Deborah Harry has a nice looking email signature. So that's where we are inside the Amity product. Okay. Great. Okay, so we're going to start today just by talking about creating a plain email signature. And so here you can see the signature, and the signature is for Deborah Harry, and customer success manager at Amity, phone number, email, and website. So this is a very plain email, and it's just using the text formatting capabilities of the Amity email templates, and so it doesn't even have any of the fancy stuff here, like an image, and all we're doing is using the text editor to enter text and to do things like bolding and adding a link. That's where we get the link from, and you can do things like add italics there. Okay, so that's a plain email signature, and that's what it looks like inside of at the bottom of an email. Okay. And now we'll take a quick look at the more advanced email template, and so here we've added an image, and the email template is a table. And so to create a table, you pick the number of rows and the number of columns you want in the table. And so here I've created a 2x2 table where I can put different elements of my email template in different sections of the table. And the email signature for Deborah above is a 1x2 table. We're using the first column of the first row for the image, and the second column of the second row is the content. And here we're using a link. So this button here lets you put links into your text. So here we're linking to getamity.com and displaying the text Amity. And then here we're putting a couple of links to my social media accounts, our social media accounts. And so that starts by adding an image. So here you can see that the Twitter icon here is an image. With just a link to the image, and it's 20 by 20. And then that image links to your Twitter account. And for most of the time you're working with your email templates, you'll be looking at the HTML view. So this is the HTML view, which is WYSIWYG, where you can see pretty much what the email is going to look like inside your email when you send it. But if you want to see the detailed HTML text view and the Ninja view, you have a full code editor here. So if you're an HTML capable person, or you have access to one, this is where you can see the raw view of the template. Okay. And so that's the basics of email templates. Okay, see if there's any questions. No questions. Okay, so those are email templates and a beginning view of some of the tools in the Amity HTML editor. Now let's move on to email using actually creating email templates. So here we're going to create a very simple email template, just to show you the basics of using templates. So here we're going to come to the customer email section, and we'll start with the plain welcome email. And so inside this welcome email, you can see that we have we're starting to use the placeholders, and all of the information that you have about your customers inside Amity are available as placeholders. And there are three types of placeholders. One is information about your accounts. The second is information about the person you're sending the email to. And the third is information about you as the sender. So here we're saying, dear recipient first name, and we get that just by coming here, going to recipient, and picking the field first name. And so that'll say, dear Joy or dear Steve, when you send that email. But if you wanted to use the person's full name, you can use the recipient full name as in your placeholder as well. Okay, and so that's how you get information about the person you're sending it to. Now, in the body of the email, we're saying we're thrilled to welcome you to account name. And so here you're getting account name from the account placeholder. So you would scroll up here, and there's the account name, and you would select that, and it goes in there. And then that would say, we're thrilled to welcome Amity, or your company name here, to the Amity customer family. And again, all of the information about your accounts are available here. And then now you're going to put your contact information in here. And so here you have the sender email. And in that case, you're using the sender placeholder and picking the email and telephone there. And then you're done. So you have a basic, plain, but completely usable welcome email template here. Okay, so that's the simple plain email, and I'll show you what that looks like. So that email would resolve to Dear Mathilde, we're thrilled to welcome Amity to the Amity customer family. And then there's my email and my phone number there, and of course the signature recreated just above there. Okay, so that's a simple email template. I'm just going to go check if anybody has any questions. No questions yet? Okay. Okay, so the next topic is we're going to create a more than just a simple template. We're going to create a more advanced template, and in this example, we're going to create a value email. So this is an email that you might send to your customers once a month or once a week that shows them the value that they're getting by using your product. So in this case, we have a couple of sections here. Your results last week, again inside of a table, this time with a little bit of formatting around it, and then how that happened with some of the metrics that you like to use to show how that primary outcome was created. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the value email. So inside the value email, that is the wrong example. So inside the value email here, you can see we've got the title that we've given a color to, and then we've created the table. Here it's a 2x2 table with two column headings, and then here you can see now we're using a value-based placeholder. So I've come into account, and now I have access to all my custom properties inside the account. So I can pick any value that I want and put it in that email. And then again, in how that happened, it's a bigger table with different value emails, okay, with different value placeholders, and then so that can look a little intimidating, but when you send it to your customer, you can have a nice looking value email to send them. So they have a revenue increase of $9,000 and weekly engagements of almost 5,100, and these other driving metrics that are included. Okay, so that's an example of a more complex and more attractive email. Any questions about that? Okay, great. Then we're going to move on and show you a full-blown email that Amity put together. So you may have seen our most recent product update email, and so that email uses a significant amount of the Amity email capabilities. And so in this email, you can see we created a banner with a nice looking image in the background, and then a nice looking foreground, and then created the text with the recipient placeholders, and then also a link to the full body of the blog post. So that's one way of doing that kind of email. And can also see in this email, you can actually add that kind of update information to your email. So if you're communicating with your customers and you want to give them a product update or a business update or a customer success update, you can create a nice looking HTML email here to give them that kind of update. And with some of the more advanced emails, you can sketch that out in the email editor, the HTML editor. But most of our customers will then come in to the Ninja editor and do the final formatting, or you may use a full-blown HTML editor to put together the template and then add the data values here later. Okay, and if you once you have this finished, if you want to see what that's going to look like, you can send yourself an email. So I'm going to send myself an email using ourselves as the test account, and Mathilde as the test recipient, myself as the test sender, and I just hit send there, and then that's going to send the email to my inbox. It takes a minute or two to get there, and that sample is not going to be particularly well formatted because the account I used doesn't have much data in it. Okay. Great. So so just to walk through what we've covered so far, you can create really attractive looking signatures for your emails, and that that have nice images and social media links, and then you can create both plain and nice looking text emails for your customers. So we'll in that case, we were using the onboarding emails that I don't see here. Sorry about that. And then you can also create more full functioned emails like these ones. Okay. Full HTML emails. And by the way, this is how you include your signature. So if you want to include your signature, you just copy this text here. Okay. So I think my example email just got sent, and as I expected, I didn't actually have the proper data for that for that email here, but you can get a sense for how that looks. Okay. And then, okay, any questions so far? Okay. The Zoom bar is covering my tabs. Zoom bar can go away. So I just wanted to point out everything we covered today is available in our support site and on our blog in the a guide to building customer success emails with Amity. And so you can walk through the process here of creating an email signature, adding some pizzazz to your email signature, in the process of building up email templates, from simple templates to the more advanced templates using the data from your Amity instance or from your product here, and then also how to use Amity for CSAT, customer satisfaction, or NPS email. And we'll just show you that template here. So this template is created through our integration with Wootrick. And so if you're looking for a great NPS tool, Wootrick is a great tool. And here we've created the CSAT survey in Wootrick, and we just cut and paste that from Wootrick and put it in here. And then that'll run just like a Wootrick email. Wootrick will capture the results for you. And if you want to capture the results into Amity, Wootrick has a webhook that we use to let you capture survey and CSAT results inside of Amity. Okay, so that's another more complex example of the Amity emails. And then the last example is the marketing update that I went through. So all of that is available on our support site in the Creating Customer Success Emails guide. And all of the example templates that we use in that guide are available online in GitHub. And so here you can see the plain signature email, what that looks like. And so all of the templates from the guide and from today's webinar are available for you to use there. And I'll just show you how you can do that. We'll use the welcome email with a template, so you can just cut and paste that HTML, and then come in here to the Ninja code editor and just paste that here. And we'll just call this from GitHub. And we'll create that. And now you've created a new new email template that then you can change, edit, and build upon. Okay. Great. Okay. Any questions from anybody? In our last couple of minutes, I'm just going to give everyone a quick preview of something exciting that's coming up from Amity. And some of you may know that we're changing our user interface during the month of November, and so we'll be rolling this out first about the middle of the month to the first handful of customers. And so here you can see the new updated Amity UI, makes a lot better use of space. You can easily get a full screen view of every area of the product, and it also makes everything behave consistently. And so, we have all the same apps here. So you can go to the Playbook app, and then everything now has this side menu with all of your views in here. So here we're looking at onboarding, and you can change your playbook here, and here you can change the views, like the plays that you're looking at, and here you can change the views, and everything inside the new UI behaves the same way. So the old UI was built up over a number of years, and different parts of the product were developed at different times and had slightly different UIs, and so we've made all of that consistent, giving you a better use of screen, and updated our look to be a little more modern. So we're very excited about that, and that's going to be rolling out starting in mid-November, and we'll have everybody up and running on the new UI by the beginning of the year. Okay, that's the training webinar for today on creating email templates in Amity. If you have any questions, please just drop me an email, and also that the guide to building emails in Amity is available on our support site at support.getamity.com. And thanks everyone for coming out today. And if you have any topics that you'd like to cover in upcoming upcoming training webinars, drop myself or Mathilde a note, and we'll make sure that we create that webinar, that training session for you. Okay, thanks everybody.